Hello and welcome to video 1 of the Healing with Voiceover course. In this video, we're going to go over meditations. Now, meditations, no one can quite pinpoint where and when meditations started, but they've been used for centuries. There is really no one way to record or deliver meditations. There are a lot of variables involved with meditation. So one customer might want a meditation narrated or, as far as tone, pace, one way, but another client might want it another way. So there's usually, before I even start with a meditation, I will ask a lot of questions. I will ask, of course, how long is this meditation? What is the focus of this meditation? Because that will give you more insight on how to narrate it, what tone, pace, pitch that you need to use. Generally, meditations are narrated on a slower side, more calm, very intimate, if you know what I mean. You're closer to the mic because you're speaking softer, you're quieter, the pace is much slower. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your microphone placed in just the right way. You don't want too much gain or not enough. So take the time to actually make sure that your space and your mic placement is good for meditations. But before we start, I would highly recommend go onto YouTube and search meditation. There are thousands of them. Get into the right headspace yourself before you start a meditation. Because as voice actors, we jump from project to project to project on a daily basis. You might be doing an excited commercial and then maybe reading a little bit of or narrating a bit of an audiobook, doing some IVR, a video game character, and all of those, of course, are different pitches and tones and mainly more excited. Meditations are quite the opposite. Again, very calm, slower pace and tone. So I would highly recommend go into YouTube and watch a few of the meditation videos. Meditate yourself so you can hear and understand where your mind goes, how your body relaxes, and listen to the narration of the other people in these videos and how they narrate them. Listen to some of mine if you want. There's, I think, a handful of them on YouTube by now. So do what you need to do to get into the right headspace before you start. If you have studio lighting, you can change it. Let's actually do that really quick. Let's change our lights to blue, maybe? About blue and red? That works. Okay. Very calming environment before you start. So take a few minutes and just calm yourself down. Listen to some relaxing music. Again, there's thousands of them on YouTube you can listen to. And then once you are in the right headspace, then you can start your meditation. Now, once you have an order placed for a meditation and you ask your client what the meditation is for, if it's, for instance, if it's something to listen to while they sleep, or if it's a 5-minute session, because you need to know how to pace it and make it fit into the length increment that they give you. Majority of the time, the client will have their own script for you to narrate, but if they do not, then there are a few different sellers on Fiverr that can provide you with scripts. I have one in particular that I have purchased about 3 dozen from. But if you do this, you do need to let the client know that these are non-exclusive scripts, meaning that many clients use them. Obviously, I am using them for many clients, and the seller is also reselling these scripts to other voiceover artists or people who want the script. So they are used by many, many people. So as long as the client that you have the order for isn't planning on copywriting this meditation or saying it's exclusive content or anything like that, because it certainly isn't. Most meditations will start with the intro. And the intro is generally welcoming the listener to the meditation, to tell them what the focus will be on this meditation, and usually some basic instructions as far as, find a comfortable position, find a place that you won't be disturbed in, that sort of thing. And then they will move into what's called a body scan. And the body scan is it's a process to relax every part of your body individually. It's practicing mindfulness. It's being aware of your body and relaxing each part of it intentionally. And that also helps to calm the mind and to slow down your heart rate and to prepare you for the actual meditation. The intro is typically narrated at a almost normal speaking pace, maybe a little bit softer. But again, you're preparing the listener to get into that relaxed state. And then after the body scan, you have the actual meditation. Okay, so I'm going to start this demonstration. I'm going to narrate it exactly how I would for a client, and then we'll come back and talk about the different sections. So this meditation is called Breathing and Body Scan. And we start. Let's honor our breath now and how it brings us into the present moment. Take 5 significant and purposeful breaths. 1. Fully inhale, expanding your belly and chest as much as you can. Holding it for a moment. And exhale, feeling a wave of relaxation sweep over you. 2. Inhale, filling your entire breathing system with fresh oxygen. Hold it. And exhale, the wave of relaxation gently sweeping over you. Now I'm going to cut forward. There's 5 breaths, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the meditation. Take note of how you feel at this very moment. You now have an abundance of oxygen. This is how we are created to feel. Breathing deeply and fully is an expression of self-compassion. Let your breath be natural and notice how abundance feels. Good. Begin noticing how the very top of your head feels. Let your focus move to your eyes, noticing how your eyes feel, asking them to relax. Any small eye movements you notice allow for you to feel calm. Now focus on your ears and how they feel. Try to hear every single noise around you. When sounds come, they act as little waves of relaxation, taking you even deeper. Notice the sound of my voice and how soothing it is. From here forward, you can only hear my voice guiding you. All other sounds passing through only take you deeper into relaxation. Now again, this is part of the body scan. So we're going to move down from the top of the head to the eyes, to the nose, to the jaw, down your torso, down your legs, into your feet. So you're consciously relaxing every part of your body. And then you generally move into a meditation. This particular one is just a body scan, but you get the idea. Now, if you notice that I took some pauses in between some of the lines, and then I also allowed for time to inhale, hold it, and exhale. You can add these pauses while you narrate, or you can narrate it all together and leave a way for you to maybe mark where the pauses are, or leave yourself a little bit of a pause, but you can always add more pauses in post or when you're mixing with music. Generally, I just do what I just did. I narrate it and leave myself a little bit of a pause. But when I'm editing in post or mixing with music, I refer back to the script to see where the pauses are and then adjust them accordingly as I'm mixing with music. Because sometimes if the client wants, let's say, this particular meditation to be 20 minutes long, there's going to be a lot of pauses. But I wanted to point out, when you have moments in the script for inhaling, exhaling, I typically leave about a 4-second pause for the inhale, and then holding it for about 5 to 6 seconds. And then exhale, I allow about 8 seconds after the exhale of silence. So that gives the listener the time to inhale, to hold it, and then to exhale with a little bit of extra time to help them breathe out and relax a little bit before the next line starts. Now, if you notice while I was narrating, again, it's very intimate, very soft, very calm, but you're also coloring some of those words, like inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. So you're helping to give the instruction to the listener to inhale, exhale, and also as you're narrating, you want to make sure that, especially after there's a long pause, when you start the next section of narrating, you definitely want to make sure that you are quiet on that first word, because you don't want to jar them in the middle of a meditation. You want to help them to relax. I've done that a couple times, and I had to go back and post and fix it because it was 10 seconds of silence after an exhale. And then I said, now, and I was, oh. So just keep in mind, just be conscious of how you're narrating it and your tone, your pitch, your loudness as you're narrating, because the idea is to help the listener relax. So that is basically how you narrate a meditation. Again, the pauses in between the sections of narration really depend on the client and their desired length for the meditation. I have found clients who only want 2 seconds between lines, and then I've had other clients that want minutes in between lines. There really isn't a cut and dry way to narrate and deliver these. It's really all by feel and intuition. What sounds good to you? Most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, I will deliver a meditation the way that I think it sounds great. And then the client will say, hey, can you add a little bit more pause here, a little bit more pause there? I never really get any kind of request for revision on tone or pace. It's more the pauses most of the time. And again, that's the client's preference. But generally, I will leave a good maybe 5 to 10 second pause from line to line in the meditations. So that is how you narrate a meditation. So we'll see you in the next video with affirmations. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.